Well, there was a lot of talk. I don't know if you've seen this at all, but there was sort of, I don't know. It was a phase that was kind of confusing on in the Total War community for me. It was sort of, I don't know the the best way to put it, but I don't know if you really saw this much, but it felt like a bit of a shit on Prince of Macedon era, and there were a lot of videos made about your battles and stuff. Did you see any of that stuff?
Yeah, I saw a bunch of them.
How did you react to that? Because it's awful to get stuff from like comments, but other YouTubers making it. How did that feel?
It was really annoying. At first, it was clan people talking trash about my abilities, even though I would go back and play like their best players and still beat them. So I was like, man, I'm getting bullied by these people, so why not, shout back at them? That was probably the worst decision of my life, was to, meet force with force. Because in people's eyes, they didn't see me as someone standing up for myself. They saw me as the aggressor.
Yeah.
And when my channel really blew up, I was getting all kinds of comments. And there were times, I'll admit this, that I'll be trying to answer every comment, because that's what I was known for. I would answer every comment. Sometimes I would misread a comment and then go, shoot, I totally misinterpreted what he said. But there were times where people were being very aggressive towards me. And when I shot back a little bit of that aggression back towards them, they'd go, oh no, he's such a mean person. And those people I have no sympathy for. But for the people that I misinterpreted what they were saying, I do feel sorry for those people. But for the people that made these videos, those guys were talking trash to me. And I have no sympathy for the fact that they made videos against me. There was a very big YouTuber who basically made a name for himself trash talking me. But that guy came to my channel calling me a liar.
Was this whole calling you a liar thing, was it to do with like your scores on games and things like that?
I don't know, because the only game I was really good at was Rome 1.
Yeah.
And I put on a display for that game. There were other games where people were judging me. It's like, why are you judging me in Rome 2 when I barely freaking play this game?
This is something that I saw that I was so confused by. People saying, oh, he's gone back to Rome 1 because he's terrible at the other ones and he doesn't want to show it. It's like, well,
I am terrible at those other games.
So what? Like, you can play what you want.
That's the thing that, like, yeah, if it's a game I like and I suck at it, I'm still going to play. Like, Men of War, I played that game religiously. I sucked at that game. The reason why I stopped playing, like, say, Shogun 2 and Rome 2 is because the games weren't that great. They were disappointing to me. Yeah. And that's the reason why I stopped it. But it had nothing to do with my skill factor. I sucked at those games. I sucked at Men of War. I still played Men of War, though, because I liked Men of War.
Yeah, I think with YouTube comments, I had this in the past, and to some extent I still do. I've sort of got better now, but when people comment on you, like on your videos, to them, and you fire back, to them it's like, oh, what? Why are they getting angry at me? But they don't know that you've had 50, 100 other comments saying the same thing. You're like, I am absolutely done. And you just like go back at someone. And I think it's weird because as a content creator, it's quite hard to ignore hate comments, but you kind of have to because you always end up losing, I think.
Yeah, like the straight on hate comments, I mean, people still hated me when I responded to them. They go, hey, just ignore them. And there were times where I did ignore them, and it didn't stop anything. They just kept coming and coming. But now that my channel's kind of small, I kind of found peace in having a smaller channel because they don't talk trash anymore. So it's kind of cool having a.
You have built like a nice loyal community. I see like your comments are mostly people saying like, oh, I love your videos, or saying like, oh, I've been watching your videos for so long and stuff. And I think, yeah, would you say you're happy with sort of where your channel's turned out then?
Yeah, I'm happy now. And I don't mind if people are critical. I just don't like it when they add like hate comments toward the criticism. It's like, dude, that's not the same thing. Just leave the criticism. Don't call me an idiot or whatnot. Because once you do that, then I'm gonna turn aggressive on you and then fire back. But yeah, I am happy where it is now because like people are still critical, but they're a lot more respectful now. And the people that are still coming back to my channel, these aren't the same people that were on it before. If they are, then I consider them friends because they know who I am. I know who they are, And I kind of like that I basically know the people commenting on my videos now.